All right, so you want to know about this Tao of Badass 2.0.
Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere you look online these days.
It really is. And today we are going to take a deep dive into the book's website.
Cutting through all that hype.
Exactly. Is there actually anything worthwhile here?
Or is this just another one of those?
Flashy sales pitches, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And more importantly, could this actually help someone improve their dating life?
That's the real question, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Yeah.
So the website starts off, Josh Pellicer's story. He talks about going from this sort of hopeless dating case.
A dud, as he puts it.
Yeah, a dud. And
Well, let's just say he figured things out.
he figured things out, yeah.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. He talks about getting dumped by text, feeling invisible to women.
Really playing on those common experiences.
Right.
A lot of people have been there.
Yeah.
Feeling that insecurity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when it comes to dating.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's smart because it establishes this common ground right away.
Absolutely. It makes the advice feel relatable.
Yeah, relatable. And he has this catchy phrase, I think it's the hamster wheel of doom,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
to describe that cycle of negative self-talk that can just completely sabotage your dating efforts.
Like you're stuck.
You're stuck, yeah.
Going nowhere.
And it really puts a name to that feeling.
It does. And you know what's interesting about that?
All right.
He's actually tapping into a real psychological concept called confirmation bias.
Okay.
We tend to focus on things that confirm our existing beliefs,
Yeah.
even if they're negative. So if you already believe you're bad at dating,
You're going to look for evidence that supports that.
you're going to see it everywhere.
Interesting. Okay, so he's got our attention with the relatable story, the catchy phrase.
Right, but what makes the Tao of Badass 2.0 different?
Yeah, there's so much dating advice out there. What sets this apart?
Well, one thing that jumps out is that he actually rejects those cheesy pickup lines.
Oh, thank goodness.
And the manipulative tactics.
Yes.
Less of that, please. He's really advocating for a more authentic approach,
Okay.
which is, what a lot of people are looking for these days.
Yeah, it seems like people are kind of over the games in dating.
Right. It's more about that genuine connection now.
Exactly. So what's his method? What's the core of it all?
Well, he lays out a 3-step model: confidence, reading signals, and then making the move.
Okay, that sounds simple enough, but does it actually work?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, that we're here to find out.
But even though it sounds simple at first, there's actually some interesting depth to each of those steps.
Okay, well, let's break it down then. Confidence? I mean, that seems pretty self-explanatory, right?
You would think so, but Pellicer actually goes beyond just that surface-level confidence.
Okay.
He talks about building genuine self-assurance,
Okay.
which comes from within, understanding your values, presenting yourself authentically.
So it's not about, like, arrogance.
No, not at all. It's about actually believing in yourself.
Okay, so it's more like inner confidence.
Exactly. It radiates outward. It's not just putting on an act.
I like that. And this ties back into that hamster wheel of doom idea, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When you have real confidence,
Uh-huh.
you're less likely to let those negative thoughts hold you back.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, what about reading signals? Is this like some secret language of attraction that we need to decode?
Sort of, yeah. It's about developing your social intelligence,
Okay.
paying attention to body language, understanding the subtle cues that people give off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Pellicer, he actually provides techniques for interpreting these signals,
Interesting.
so you can better gauge someone's interest
Right.
and respond accordingly.
So it's like being more in tune with all of that nonverbal communication.
Exactly. And it's not just about figuring out if someone's interested, it's
Yeah.
about understanding those social dynamics in general.
Mm-hmm. That can be helpful in all kinds of situations.
Absolutely, in all areas of life.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got confidence, we've got reading signals. What about making the move? Is this where he's just telling people to go for it, be aggressive?
He does emphasize taking action, but it's not about being aggressive or pushy at all.
Okay, good.
It's about expressing your interest in a genuine way
Okay,
and being respectful, of course.
of course. So finding that balance between like being assertive, but also sensitive.
Right, and he provides frameworks for initiating contact
Hmm.
and escalating interactions, but the emphasis is always on being authentic and respecting boundaries.
That's good. I like that. So far, I'm liking that the content seems to be focused on genuine connection.
Yeah, it seems like a good approach.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got to address the elephant in the room,
Oh, yeah.
the website.
What about it?
It is just a full-on marketing blitz.
Yeah, that's true.
We've got countdown timers, limited time offers
All over the place.
everywhere.
Hard to miss.
It's hard to miss, yeah. And it makes me wonder if they're overselling things a little bit.
Right. There's definitely some skepticism there.
Yeah. But they do offer that 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's true. That does mitigate the risk.
Yeah, gives you a chance to try it out without feeling pressured.
And it shows some confidence in the content itself.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some, classic marketing tactics here.
It wouldn't be a sales pitch without them.
It wouldn't.
Yes.
Right. But at least there's that guarantee to fall back on. It sounds like we've got a lot to unpack here.
We do, yeah.
Personal development, dating skills, all in one.
Yeah.
But does it actually deliver on those promises?
Oh, we'll delve deeper into that as we go.
We will, yes.
But so far, it seems like the Tao of Badass 2.0 is offering a pretty interesting blend
Yeah.
of personal growth and actual dating advice with that focus on building genuine connections.
Yeah, and not just relying on those manipulative tactics.
Right, exactly.
Okay, good. Stay tuned as we explore the specifics and really see if this book can live up to the hype.
Let's do it. So, one of the things that I found intriguing about this Tao of Badass 2.0
Yeah.
is that it goes, beyond just the surface level stuff. It talks about things like rewiring cognitive biases.
Rewiring cognitive biasing?
Yeah, and then creating this circle of excellence.
Okay, that sounds interesting, but
A little intimidating.
a little intimidating. Yeah, can you break those down for us a bit?
Absolutely. So rewiring those cognitive biases, it's essentially about, challenging those negative thought patterns
Right.
that we all have
Yeah.
that can really sabotage, our
Just the-
dating efforts.
For dating efforts, yeah.
And it's like we talked about earlier with that,
Confirmation bias.
yeah, confirmation bias, exactly. So Pellicer, he provides specific exercises and techniques
Okay.
to help you actually identify and overcome these biases,
Okay.
which can then lead to a more positive and confident mindset.
So it's like you're taking control of your thoughts and reframing them.
Yeah.
In a more empowering way.
Yeah, you're basically reframing those negative thoughts.
Got it. And what about this circle of excellence?
Oh, yeah. So that's a visualization technique that's
Okay.
designed to boost your confidence in,
Okay.
social
I know
situations.
situations, yeah.
So you basically create this mental image
Okay.
of yourself
Right.
feeling confident and successful.
Right.
And you can kind of, access this image whenever you need a boost.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like having this,
Like a mental cheat code.
yeah, mental cheat code for confidence.
I like that.
You're training your mind to focus on those positive experiences and feelings.
Yeah.
And that can have a really powerful impact on, your overall demeanor,
Yeah.
how you interact with others.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a bit of a theme here.
What's that?
This Tao of Badass 2.0, it seems to be as much about
Yeah.
personal growth
Yeah.
as it is about dating skills.
You're absolutely right. Pellicer, he emphasizes that, becoming more attractive to others,
Yeah.
it really starts with becoming more comfortable with yourself.
Okay.
So he encourages readers to, work on self-improvement, develop your passions, cultivate a fulfilling life
Outside of dating.
outside of dating. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that perspective.
Yeah, it's not just about getting those dates.
Right.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
And the website also talks about,
Mhm.
things like using humor, remembering small details about people.
Oh, yeah. Those are good ones.
And I think those are, personally, I find those to be
Yeah.
really attractive qualities in a partner.
Absolutely. It makes you feel seen.
It makes you feel seen, appreciated,
Appreciated. Yeah.
like they're actually paying attention.
Exactly. And Pellicer, he actually devotes a significant portion of the book to
Francine.
building that rapport and
Oh.
creating genuine connections.
Yeah.
So he teaches, readers
Mhm.
how to be engaging conversationalists, use humor effectively, demonstrate that genuine interest
Yeah.
in the people that they're, interacting with.
Yeah, it's like he's saying that being a quote-unquote
Badass.
badass.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not about being aloof
No.
or playing hard to get.
No, not at all.
It's about, being authentic
Yeah.
and engaging,
Engage-
making others feel good about themselves.
Right. It's about creating a positive and memorable experience
Yeah.
for the people you're dating.
Yeah, and that ultimately makes you more attractive.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
But we got to, I know we've talked about the marketing, the blitz, yeah, but I can't help but feel a little skeptical.
I get it.
Like, are they overselling things?
It's understandable to be skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, marketing is all about persuasion.
Right.
You know, those tactics, they're designed to grab your attention,
Yeah.
create a sense of excitement. But what's important is that the core content actually delivers on its promises.
Okay, that's true. So let's get back to the content.
Yeah, let's do that.
What are some of the specific things that, stood out to you as particularly valuable or unique?
Well, one thing that really impressed me was the depth of psychological insight.
Okay.
You know, Pellicer, he doesn't just offer these surface level tips. He really delves into the underlying mental processes that influence attraction, confidence, those social dynamics.
Right.
And he actually draws on research,
Oh, interesting.
psychology, communication,
Wow.
even evolutionary biology.
So there's like some actual science behind this badass approach.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And that's what really sets this apart from some of
Yeah.
the more gimmicky dating advice out there.
Right, it's not just tricks.
It's not just tricks, it's not manipulation.
It's about understanding human behavior.
Exactly, and applying that knowledge to your interactions.
Okay, so we've got this compelling backstory,
Yeah.
relatable analogy, this 3-step model. That's actually, surprisingly nuanced.
It is, yeah.
Focus on personal growth, practical dating skills.
It's a good package.
It's starting to sound like this Tao of Badass 2.0
Yeah.
might actually live up to the hype.
It might.
But
Yeah.
is there anything that gave you pause,
Mhm.
made you question the approach at all?
You know, one potential concern I had is that some of the techniques might feel a little,
Yeah.
scripted or formulaic at first.
Okay.
It's important to remember that these are frameworks,
Right.
not like rigid rules.
Yeah.
So adapting them to your personality and your individual style, that's key.
It's like learning a new language. You start with the basics.
Exactly.
And then you find your own voice.
Exactly. Find your own voice. And Pellicer, he encourages readers to, experiment, find what works for them, develop their own authentic approach.
Their own authentic approach. Okay,
Yeah.
so
To dating.
while there are those specific techniques outlined,
Yeah.
it's ultimately about
Yeah.
applying them in a way that feels genuine
Right.
and true to who you are.
True to who you are, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to explore.
Okay, what's that?
The selling points.
Okay. The art, right?
The website highlights some key benefits that,
Yeah.
really aligned with building those genuine connections. Things like building rapport, understanding body language,
Right.
expressing interest authentically.
Those are all good things.
Do you think those aspects are genuinely valuable?
I do. I think those are all essential skills for building,
Yeah.
healthy and fulfilling relationships.
Yeah.
Not even just romantic ones.
Right.
And the website, it doesn't just list those benefits.
Okay.
It actually provides specific examples of
Right.
how the Tao of Badass 2.0 can help you develop them.
Okay, so let's dive into those selling points and see if this book can actually deliver on those promises. All right, so let's unpack these selling points.
Yeah.
The website talks a lot about building rapport. What exactly does that mean, in the context of dating?
Yeah.
And how does the Tao of Badass 2.0 actually help you get there?
Yeah, so building rapport, it's all about creating that sense of connection, that trust with
Okay.
someone. It's finding common ground,
Mm-hmm.
showing genuine interest, making the other person feel comfortable,
Right.
understood. And the book actually gives you like specific techniques for doing this.
Okay, like what?
Things like active listening, asking engaging questions,
Yeah.
using humor to create that like relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere.
So it's not just about like saying the right things.
No, not at all.
It's about creating that positive, engaging dynamic between two people.
Exactly. And the Tao of Badass 2.0, it really emphasizes
Yeah.
nonverbal communication too.
Body language.
Body language, yeah. It teaches you how to use your body language to like convey confidence, interest, warmth, all of that.
Yeah, it's like that saying, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly, exactly. And Pellicer gives you specific tips on things like eye contact, posture,
Mhm.
even those subtle gestures that can really make a difference.
Yeah, I can see how that would be important.
It can make a big impact on how you're perceived.
So it's about using your body language to kind of like reinforce what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Create a stronger connection.
A more impactful connection, yeah. And another selling point they highlight is, expressing interest authentically. And this is something a lot of people struggle with,
Oh, yeah.
especially in those early stages of dating.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, how do you show someone you're interested without coming across as too eager or
Right.
too aloof.
Yeah, it's that delicate balance.
It is, yeah.
And the Tao of Badass 2.0 actually gives you guidance on how to navigate that.
Okay.
It teaches you how to express your interest in a way that feels, genuine and sincere
Okay.
without resorting to those
Cheesy pickup lines.
cheesy pickup lines, yeah, or playing games.
No games. Good
Yeah.
games, right?
Yeah.
So being, direct, upfront,
Mhm.
but also being respectful.
Respectful, understanding that, the other person might not feel the same way.
Right, of course. Of course. So it's like being confident enough to put yourself out there,
Yeah.
but also mature enough to handle,
Yeah.
rejection.
Rejection, if it comes to that.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. It's about finding that balance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it sounds like the Tao of Badass 2.0 really offers like this comprehensive approach to dating.
It does, yeah.
We're talking like inner confidence to very specific techniques for building rapport, expressing interest.
It covers a lot.
But, at the end of the day, it is still a sales pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you think the website is, overselling the benefits?
Mm-hmm.
Or is there actually some genuine value to be found here?
I think while there's always going to be some degree of marketing hype, I do believe that those core principles and techniques,
Yeah.
they can be really beneficial for people who are, looking to improve their dating lives.
Okay.
Especially that emphasis on personal growth, authenticity, building genuine connections.
That's good. I'll
Those are the things that really matter.
Yeah, those are the important things. All right, so we've dissected this sales pitch. We've analyzed the content.
We went deep.
We've considered those potential benefits.
Yeah.
So what's the verdict?
The final verdict.
Is the Tao of Badass 2.0 actually worth checking out?
I think if you're looking for a comprehensive guide to dating
Okay.
that goes beyond just those surface level tips, and really delves into the psychology of attraction and connection, I think it's worth considering.
Okay.
It offers that blend of personal development, practical dating skills
Yeah.
that can really help you approach dating with more confidence,
Okay.
authenticity, and ultimately success.
And don't forget about that 30-day money-back guarantee.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You can always try it out risk-free.
Risk-free, yeah. See if it
Right.
resonates with you.
Exactly. And the most important thing is to find, resources and approaches that align with your values and goals.
Absolutely, yeah. So there you have it. We've taken a deep dive into the Tao of Badass 2.0, dissecting that sales pitch, analyzing the content, exploring those potential benefits. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to check it out is up to you. But we hope this deep dive has given you the information you need to make an informed choice. And remember, the most important thing is to approach dating with authenticity, respect, and a genuine desire for connection. And if you can do that, you're already well on your way to creating those fulfilling and meaningful relationships.